Hey everybody, welcome to the ggNews. We have a special edition today. We've got an interview with the Vice President of eBlue, Gary Lowe, and what their company does is specifically for LAN centers is that they provide esports themed decor. And I've been in a lot of their locations, and when they do the full experience, LAN centers just shine. I mean, it looks really great. And I'm excited to hear what Gary has to say, as well as some of the things that they're doing and focusing on in the future of esports globally and especially here in the US. All right, so today we have the Vice President of eBlue Technology, eBlue International, Gary Lowe, with us today. Gary, thanks for joining me.
Hi, hi. Thanks, Jamie.
So you guys do a lot in the esports space, and we've known you for a long time. What I was really interested in knowing from you is how did you guys get started in providing LAN centers all that you do in regards to decor and peripherals and PCs?
So we started about 20 years ago. We're starting to manufacturing kind of like gamepad and gaming mice. We don't have our own brand for the very beginning, and after about 10 years that we make for other brand, some big brand for the gaming gamepad and gaming mice. So we design and manufacturing for them, and I cannot disclose now, even we have the NDA there. So and then in about 2009, we have a change because the OEM business, what we call, we are doing the white label for other brand, having a very big fell down, and then we're starting to design, should we come up with our own brand and own channel? So that was the time, 2009, we're starting to have our own gaming peripheral, from first gaming mice to keyboard. And the biggest channel was in China, and we sold almost like 2 million pieces during that year for one model of mice, which is called the Cobra mouses. Then in the last 3-4 years, as you know, we have a deep connections to most of the internet cafe in Asia. We also adapted one more factory, like a manufacturing site. So now we also starting to, like 4 years ago, we starting to create the gaming decoration part, the gaming furniture like gaming sofa, desk, as well as all the peripheral. Also now starting to create some of the monitor, gaming PC cases. So it's more like whatever a commercial game center or a internet cafe, what they need, we make all those things in mass production unit with a modular concept design on it. This is where we are now. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I've been in a lot of your locations, and
Thank you.
You see more and more of these high-end LAN center locations coming to you to do decor. But if I'm a LAN center and I want to get started with you guys doing some of the decor, how do you work with them? Like, let's say a LAN center comes to you and says, I have 3,000 square feet. How can you guys help me?
So we have two business models. In Asia, we do kind of like a franchising or partnership. So we invest together with many centers in Asia. But in overseas, in North America, as you know, we started 2 years ago. 2 years, right? 1.5, almost 2 years ago. And so here, because we don't have that resources like Asia, we have the strong basis. So we help all the LAN center to either remodel or create a new center. So how we started is anybody who who want to work with us or who want to enhance their center or create a nice gaming environment for their game center or LAN center, we will have design services. Wherever they send us, we have almost 16 designers in Hong Kong, so we will help them to create the design. Mostly that it will take us about 2 days to complete a first draft for a center. And then we also will tell them what we suggested, and we need to study with them together what is the neighborhood, like the 10 miles, what kind of target audience, because if you have more kids surrounding, then we need to design more console station. If you have the big boy, then we need to design more PC gaming station there. So we need to talk to the client pretty deep and study together about 1 day, and then we can start our design and provide them a first 2D layout probably in 2 to 3 days. Yeah.
Nice. Now you guys have a showroom in the Phoenix area, is that correct?
Yes, we do. Yes,
And
we
so
have
you have a full-on setup in your showroom as well, so that somebody that was interested in your setup and wanted to see what it looks like could actually come in and actually see and feel everything that you guys provide.
Yes, yes, that's true. So we have people coming to Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty busy. A lot of people come. I remember the first year we came that pretty much the showroom is nobody willing to come because Phoenix, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
hot here. And so they said, oh, I'm not going to come. And I think I see the change in here a lot here because what was happening is that the first 6 months, we tried to talk to a lot of land center owner, probably many of them you know, and now maybe hearing that people doesn't think that it's important to create a new environment or a very nice environment for the land center because every time when we speak, I remember the first trip I was in California, I talked to some land center owners and said, hey Gary, we don't need it. We have the best computer and we have the best service. We hired good people and it's good enough. Somehow it's true during that time because the competition wasn't that strong, that was 2 years ago in US. But we told them that's very important because the environment is finally a very golden key for the experience. It's pretty hard for us for the first few months. And then I remember the first center that we remodeled also in California. And the center owner came to us as really going bad the business. He almost wanted to shut down that business. We said, you want to give us a try, we can provide you some help. Even the price, we're willing to help. And after the first week, he remodeled. Probably 3 weeks, he shut down. We designed, remodel it. The business go really well. Mm-hmm. And that was the changing point because the industry is small, so people will talk about that. I said, oh, that guy finally make it happen. How come? So because of this group, people help them, and then that was the time people really take a look. Oh, that's something we need to take a look.
What do you think? What do you think is the big change in the market right now, or what are your current thoughts on what is happening in the esports location market?
Well, you mean North America, right? You mean
right.
USA?
I mean, from our perspective as a software provider, we continue to see signups of software every day, and it seems like from our perspective, even though the independent owners are still the major factor in our industry, now we're starting to see a lot more bigger names get into the market. And so I'm just trying to see, what are you guys seeing when people come to you wanting your eBlue services?
In North America, we always feel, especially this year, it's very similar as 3 years ago in Korea because Korean, about 3 to 4 years ago, they only have few thousand internet cafe. Today, they jumped to probably 5 times more than in the last 24 months. Mm-hmm. We feel in US is starting because, as you know, last year wasn't that much people talking about this, and maybe they talk, but there's not a lot of people really putting money to open, like the commercial esports center. We see more, as you see more too this year. What we think on the next step is there's more center will be open, but very soon that will be, the smaller, I shouldn't say smaller one, like the one who doesn't have the better experience will be competition very hardly to defend with the strongest because there's more big brand coming in and more bigger company want to do something bigger in this market. We think that the next 24 months in US, in North America, and Canada will be starting to have more competition where the last 5 years never have before. So this is what we see.
Yeah, for sure. So let me talk to you a little bit about, at least if you can share it, what are some of the markets that you guys are focusing on beyond just the LAN centers at eBlue?
Now we are very focusing for the eSport hotel. We have the eSport hotel built out solution. We spent almost 18 months to develop it. So eSport hotel, we call it eSport hotel in Asia, that we have building with 7, I think we have 7 now building at the same time in Asia. with the client and partner together. In US, we still have no clue how to bring this in yet, but we feel that this is the very important goal for US too, because here we didn't call hotel, we call like Esport lot or Esport overnight party staying. In the probably you can see the video that we created last few months. So there's a capsule bed there, there's locker room, there's shower room, there's a private dormitory for 2-person, 4-person, or 12-person in a room.
Yeah, I think the concept you're kind of talking about is almost like a gaming house.
Yes,
a lot for gaming boot camps and teams that want to play and live together, but also just maybe like an esports destination, almost like what they call it, the Wolf Lake Lodge or something like that, where they have the kids go to do the in-park water slides and whatnot. So yeah, very exciting. So continued success, Gary, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but what would you say is one of your favorite locations that you guys have done here in North America?
The one in Canada, Toronto, we did one. I like that one pretty much because it's in a prime location in the downtown of Toronto, and because of the business is 24 hours, which is now is getting very good result now, and we found that bringing a bigger center and better design environment really is the formula to make it success. That is one of the perfect demo that we can work with a client or partner, anybody who want to work together, that this is the best turn come out as a result. So I like that, because also when I travel there, there's a lot of good food there, right? I'm I always want to eat a lot of Asian food, So that's one. And
you're talking about the eBlue Toronto location, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to make sure to clear that up, because I know that there's probably about 4 different locations that we have in the Toronto area.
Yes.
But I just wanted to make sure that was clarified. Awesome, Gary Lowe, Vice President of eBlue. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Right. Thank you. Bye-bye.